Hey everyone, it's Coach Matt over here at Primal. Just wanted to say another quick thank you to everyone for checking out these videos. As you guys can see, we are back inside. We tried shooting this video outside, but it was so incredibly windy out here today that absolutely no audio was getting picked up on the camera. It was nothing but wind. So we're back inside again, but that's all right. It just goes to show you that you don't need to be in a circle to do these drills. And that's great for those coaches out there that are watching, and for any athletes that might not be able to get to a circle every day. You can do these anywhere on a road. You can do them on the track, on a basketball court, in a parking lot. Anywhere you have a flat, hard surface, just put on your throwing shoes and you can do these drills no problem. Well, what we're going to be talking about today, we are going to be continuing what we talked about last time, which was coming out of the back of the circle. We're now on that drive phase. We're actually going to be driving our leg through the circle and exploding and landing in that power position. Now this is broken up into a few different parts. The part we're going to talk about today is a continuation of what we did in the last video. In the last video we showed you the difference between coming out of the back of the circle and facing the whole body down the back. Let me show you guys, there's another part I wanted to add to this. As you come out of the back of the circle, when you face your body all the way down the middle, like most coaches teach, when you're here, as you learned in the last video, that takes a lot longer. It takes a lot longer to do that than the way that we showed you, which was here. The other thing you want to watch out for is the position of the discus. The reason why we cut that movement down is, number one, like we said before, the lower body and the upper body are in a race against each other. So you want to make sure that that lower body gets a little bit of a head start and that it has a shorter distance that it needs to move. That's going to ensure that the upper body is always losing that race. The upper body moves fast, the lower body moves faster. The other reason why we do that has to deal with the position of the discus. And you can see this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and show you from the other direction. That way you get a much better view. So right now you guys are going to be in the sector and I'm going to be in the throwing circle. When you start and you do it the way that most coaches teach, watch where the discus is. Watch where the discus ends up. So we start here and we land with our entire body down the center of the circle. Look where the discus is. The way that we showed you last time looks like this. You're back. Now look where the discus is. Instead of being here, it's here. So instead of here, it's here. Now you can see what happens. Our lower body is moving so much faster because it's on such a shorter distance now, that discus gets to stay way back. The body is really kind of lagging behind, and I hate using that term, that it's dragging or staying behind, because the upper body is still moving fast. But by cutting that movement in half, or cutting about 20-25% off that movement, a couple tenths of a second off of our lower body, we're going to ensure that that lower body is really about to move and jump right through the middle of that circle. And that takes us on to today's video, and that's actually driving down the middle of the circle. Now, when you're in that position, as you turn out of the back of the circle, and you're ready to drive down the middle, you'll notice a few things. First thing you're going to notice is that my feet are not pointed forward all the way. Okay? My feet are, one is forward, the back foot, the foot that's swinging around that's in midair, is actually the instep, the inside of my shoe, is facing right down that left sector line. We do that for a few reasons. Number one, it's shorter, which we showed you. And number two, it allows us to do a much shorter, more explosive drive or kick down the middle of that circle. And it looks like this. As you come out of the back, you're here, and you kick. So rather than turning all the way and kicking with the toe and leading with the toe, we're instead going to lead with the inside of the foot. Again, taking a little bit time off the throw, we're taking a little bit of distance off the throw. Now this can be pretty tricky. This is like a soccer kick or a soccer pass. It's not traditionally like a front kick when the knee and the toe are together. So it's a little tricky to teach. A great way to do this is to simply use a couple of empty water bottles. Let me show you what I mean. If you were to take a water bottle and you were to put that water bottle right near the middle of your circle, what you're going to do is get in position almost like a South African. A traditional South African, you're here. We're just going to turn a little bit. We're going to keep the discus back. We're going to turn a little bit. And as we drive, we're going to kick that bottle with the inside of our foot. Let me show you again. Bottle on the ground, feet in position, all the weight's over this front foot, and as we drive, we're going to kick with the inside of the foot. One more time. As we drive, we're going to kick with the inside of the foot. So we're here, weight's over this front foot, we're ready to drive down the middle of that circle, ready to explode off this leg, and we drive down the middle of that circle. Now you notice two things. We're not just driving by kicking the leg. We're actually exploding off the front foot and we're kicking at the same time. So you're driving and kicking. Driving and kicking. That's why it's so important to keep your legs bent in the back of the circle. If the leg is already extended, you can't drive. You can't push off of a leg that's already straight. That's why it's so important that you need to keep the leg bent, you turn to the middle of the circle, right down that left sector line, and you drive and kick at the same time. Alright guys, in the next video we're going to talk about how to actually move from kicking in the middle to a full mirror turn, landing in that power position. Please subscribe to this video. We are on Facebook, so if you can like this video, that way your friends can see what we're all about. Subscribe to this video channel if you haven't done so already. We put out about 2 or 3 videos like this every week. We hope you guys come back and check us out. And please leave comments or shoot me an email letting me know what you think and letting me know any specific problems you're having with your throw that I can answer in our next video. Thanks.